Welcome back to We Are Live. Chris Demon, Travis Terrell, live Midcoast Studio, Grand Center, St. Louis, Missouri. Big thanks to our friend Joseph from Lift for Life Gym. Thanks to him, we've got 2 pairs of tickets to give away. We're going to do 2 as the fair or foul prize. Travis, topic today, sleeping in an internship, inspired by Tommy and the mattress firm, or snooze it, something. Get those fair fouls in. Sleeping on the job as part of an internship. WAL at weareliveradio.com. We'll read those at the end of this segment and give you 2 tickets to STL Microfest. Joining us in studio, Travis.
Yeah?
You know what? He's at the Funny Bone all weekend long. Opening up for Eddie Ift. You've seen him at Southtown. You've seen him win Funny Bones competition last year for St. Louis Funniest. Lucas Henderleiter, everybody.
Hey, thanks for having me on We're Alive.
Go ahead.
It's good to be here.
Great to be here. So what do you got? We'll play some Make It Racist this hour and get into a couple of things. Nothing like
that woke him up.
Yeah, nothing like 3 white dudes throwing
talking
topics
racism?
for Travis to get into.
My kind of party.
Lucas, what's it mean to you to work a weekend at a real live comedy club? Funny Bone, I know you do quite a bit of work over there, but I see it in the local comedy scene. You guys are always, I'm not going to say fighting for spots at clubs, and then I see how hard it is for even nationally touring comedians to get regular time at clubs, man. Congrats, and what's it mean to you, dude?
It's just a good opportunity to obviously network, meet headliners, and practice your craft. Hosting's super important. It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's not as easy.
It's different,
should I
right?
talk to the camera? I've never been on one of these things.
Oh, okay. You ask for the bull, you get the horn, son.
How many people are watching?
My mom and like 2 of Travis's friends.
Hosting. It's an important job, super hard. Not like just going up there and doing your set.
It's different, isn't it? Yeah, you got to kind of throw your voice a little bit here and there to get some reactions.
I'm not like the most energetic guy. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So,
as we can see, he's bouncing off the walls, Travis.
Nice.
When I host, I have to ramp it up a little bit.
Do you focus on being a good hang?
You definitely like a good hang with the headliner.
Yeah.
Well,
do you feel there's a responsibility for you to make it not suck for them?
First of all, am I supposed to be hearing myself in my headphones?
It's a fair question.
All right. Anyway, you just gotta read the headliner, man. Some headliners don't really want to hang out. Some are super nice. Now I can't hear anything.
Okay, good.
That's Chris Demon.
This is good.
All right.
This
Just
is good.
just leave it be, man.
There we go.
There
we'll
we
just
go.
work on that. All right. Well,
We're alive.
welcome
Everybody.
to the show. You want Travis's?
No, don't even worry about me right now. Just make sure you don't have any drops or any audio that you need to play right now, because I can't hear a thing in my headphones now.
Well, here
But
we
I'm
go.
happy to have you here in studio because apparently you host at Helium.
I do both clubs. Yes.
He's a Funny Bone this weekend.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah. he's running interference to where it's one of those things where he can just kind of lie to him for just long enough, right?
Yeah. No, I will be at Helium in June, but that's not what we're talking about.
No,
today.
it's all
Today,
about Funny Bone.
We're talking about Tommy and
So you're
how he didn't know how to pour coffee. I was like, "Do you guys have coffee?" He said, "Yeah, but I don't know how to pour it, and I I don't know if I'm allowed."
Should be good,
to.
Trav. No, you are. He didn't get you a coaster, and Travis has
No.
3.
Yeah, I was
That's kind of
gonna say,
awkward.
but
Fine.
Begrudgingly, he'll give you a coaster. No, it is. It's important. St. Louis comedy scene's growing. It's very fun to see you grow. You're younger than people would think as well. You're not. How long have you been doing comedy?
Damn!
Okay, so
Other people
let's
think
put
your
some
ass
perspective.
old as hell, but
No,
you're
no.
actually younger than that.
It's a compliment because he's funny, and you wouldn't think that he'd be able to. If you, how old are you, Lucas?
I am 24 years old.
24. So you see him, and he's got more poise than you would think a 24-year-old would have, because Travis is 35 and just scheduled a place to live in New York for 3 months.
That ain't got
Just
nothing to
putting
do with
that out
poise.
there.
They just got to do some organization. But you ever made this man out to be like,
How
man, a
many
lot of people
times-
on the street see your ass, and they're like, damn, you old as shit.
That's-
But now I see it, now you
No,
look young.
That's not what it meant at all. This is
a
coming
shitty
from the
beat
guy who every comic over the age of 40 looks at him and goes, "You've been in it a long time." Makes it super uncomfortable. This is not where that's
I have a
headed.
ton of respect for comedians, and I have a ton of respect for you, sir, because you do comedy.
I do that as well as I can.
You were named the funniest person in St. Louis last year. How did that make you feel?
He wears a title belt everywhere. It's really embarrassing.
Does that make your parents
actually.
happy? Do you go around clubs telling people that you're the funniest person in St. Louis?
That's generally how I introduce myself to people.
It's like, this is a dinner party. Why does that matter?
It sounds like a joke, but no. No, it's cool.
It's got to mean something.
Worked really hard to get there.
He's pushing through. Travis, let's do a live on-air test of the headphones. Let's do it. I think you're good.
All right, here we
This
go.
is it. This is tech electronics infused studio work.
All right.
You good?
Can you not touch any more buttons, please?
Hey, listen.
Leave it alone.
We're learning on the fly here. That's right, because we're live. Don't forget that. Travis, we're going to do some Make It Racist. Gardner, can we explain to Lucas how Make It Racist works? Maybe he can tap in and see what we have for Travis's topics today.
Yeah, basically, we just give Travis random topics. It can be anything. It could be ice cream. I think Tommy used stuffed animals last week.
Yeah, good
Then
pull.
we have to make all of that racist.
Travis has to spin it into being racist.
Travis has to make it racist?
Yeah, Travis does.
Yeah.
This game got way less fun.
Yeah.
No.
Feel free to speak for him,
He
white
can
dude.
always
Yeah.
use some help and guidance.
Yeah.
It's always welcome.
But to Travis's point, he contends that things aren't made to be racist. He pulls back the curtain and says they were racist all along.
He
It's
shows
just like
us.
the Hulk. Like, he's always angry.
Yeah.
So with life, it's always racist. And it's just important for me to awaken society
Right.
to the racism that does
Right.
indeed exist.
So we
Okay.
become,
So you're more than welcome. If you have any particular topics that you believe are racist, please explain to our listening audience why you believe they are.
Okay, let's see it. Gardner?
It's time to make it racist.
I'm addressing the white elephant in the room. I'm breaking down the barriers of race by assimilation.
I wouldn't mind to have black neighbors.
That is racist as hell.
It's raining little white women. My prayers have been answered.
Black women have the nicest asses.
That ain't the whitest thing a white man has ever whited in his life.
You do not have to say African American, just say black.
Oh, well, in that case, you know what word I miss? Colored.
Don't let the liberal media tell you how to think and feel. If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
I'm racist as hell.
That's deserved.
Are the cameras on for that whole intro?
Yeah, that whole
Sure
entire
were.
time. So
Yeah, we don't bother with a graphic for that one.
I
You're
just
good.
realized how unflattering this camera angle is.
Just tear down the studio, Gardner. It's all over. Guys, in the comments, throw out your thoughts to make things racist for Travis. I'm going to go close to home. Helmets, you can't make them racist. Gardner just made a custom one. They protect your head. Not possible. There's zero racism involved.
Man, let me tell y'all something about helmets. They keep in the brain, which
Where are you going with this?
Which we as people weren't allowed to use for hundreds of years.
As
Every
a people,
time
you
we
should
tried
say.
to use our brain,
See, when
the
his
white
vo- when, you
man,
when the volume goes up, you know he's
the
he's
white
got 10 more
man would
minutes
have
to
to.
talk. The white man? Okay.
Just talk over me.
The white man.
The racist as hell is the helmets.
That is racist as hell.
All right, what else we got?
Tommy's got one. Tommy, shout it out.
Vultures? Vultures? Lucas, would you like to take this one?
I know Tommy thinks he's being funny right now. Vultures? How are vultures racist? I mean, this is live, right? Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
That's fair. That's fair. Travis, do you have? Can you dig deep for this
Well,
one?
vultures are technically flying chickens. And if there's anything my community enjoys most than anything else, is chicken.
Okay.
And so the fact that the vultures fly makes it very difficult for my community to eat them. Therefore, vultures are naturally racist. Vultures, you're racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
I mean, I have something. Never mind.
Lucas Hinderleiter, everybody.
I'm gonna keep. I don't know who watches this. And I don't know Travis that well. I don't know.
Lucas like, I don't know, man.
I don't know what I
Remember the
can say
NAACP? I don't need
That
that.
could
I don't
be
need people
something.
protesting at Funny Bone.
I-
Gardner, what do you got?
I'm going to go with courthouse steps. Not just courthouses, courthouse steps.
He's going to get to this in like 3.5 seconds.
It's so easily racist.
It is very. Because, as you all know, we have additional Achilles in our ankles.
Oh, boy.
And so
Yep.
it's a way to force us to work off those Achilles before we actually have to go to our court date, thus allowing the security to chase us down if we ever attempt to escape. Courthouse steps, you racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
Sam says culture vultures are racist as hell.
How less exciting would that scene in Rocky when he's running up those stairs?
Uh-huh.
How less exciting would that be if he was black?
That's a great point.
You'd be like, well, that's easy.
You're like,
You
yeah.
did that in 3 seconds. I don't
Okay,
understand. Is that supposed to be a challenge?
Fairly.
You did it on the first try. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Welcome to a Tuesday morning, briefly, before he goes to work. Like, I don't know what's
weird.
happening here. Huh. Okay. Travis Terrell, you cannot make.
Wait, hold on. I got one.
Oh.
Oh, step up, please.
Can you make Tommy Mosslander racist?
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. It's almost like he was just given a bunch of fuel before we came onto the air.
Tommy denies his father, Jerome Mosslander,
Oh,
who
no.
was an African-American Jamaican sprinter who basically raised his son
Okay.
as an African-American man, but Tommy decided, oh, no, I don't think that's going to work out for me in the future, so he decided to become a white boy, and Tommy Mosslander thus is racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
This makes sense. Tommy does have a huge dick.
Oh, man. That's good.
I don't know if
Good
it's
for him.
something that's been
Good
said
for him.
on this show before. I know Tommy pretty well.
We haven't checked him out, but yeah, we'll
well.
give him a sniff.
And some people are like, how do you know that? They think I'm joking,
Mm.
but they're like, how do you know that? You see Tommy, he's pretty skinny.
Built like a.
I asked him. I just asked. But it's,
Right. Built like a stray dog. All
it's-
chest and.
It's frightening. So I wanted him to prove it to me after he told me. Naturally, I didn't believe him.
Uh huh.
And I was like, show me a picture. And he was like, I don't have a picture, but I do have a video of me. What can I
Okay,
say? Can
there
I,
you
what can
go.
I say on this show? Who watches this?
Take your chances.
Third time.
Yep.
Look at, no, seriously, who is this even on right now? Is this being broadcast?
We're alive. That's what I know about Tommy.
Good for you. Travis Terrell, you can't make comedy clubs racist. No way.
I ain't never opened up at a comedy club. There are 4 comedy clubs. You racist as hell.
That is racist as hell.
That's all I needed to say.
Didn't you actually at Helium? Didn't you do something at Helium?
I did.
Yeah.
And I will
Do you
be
want to retract that?
Well, no, I didn't want to brag too much, but I am going on tour later this summer. I'll be in the Seattle metro area for all those who will be out that way. So come check out Travis Terrell in Seattle in August.
who you with?
It's really not a tour. You're in.
No.
That's a city.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
you're gonna fly
Seattle-
to one.
Tour
who-
means like you're going to different places.
Have you done stand-up comedy before? Have you
No.
done your research?
No.
Okay, then you're wrong.
Who are
So,
you opening for?
I am opening up for the Mad Bus Driver.
It's a real comic.
He's
I'll
big
give
on
you
the
that.
he's big on the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, Gardner, you got another one?
Credit cards.
Great.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they help everybody.
Oh man, a lot of people don't know the story of Aloysius' credit card.
Oh no.
He was one of the very first African Americans to actually extend credit to the people in his neighborhood.
In Brooklyn?
This was not in Brooklyn. This was actually in Jersey, Newark.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good.
And so he was like, man, I need to create a MasterCard that all
no.
the people in my community can use for their purchases because it's like a master key. You can use it anywhere. Of course, then they end up hanging Aloysius' credit card, taking all of his credit, and so then that's how credit cards are racist. Credit cards, you racist as hell.
Oh.
That is racist as hell.
Yes. Also, the credit system, very racist as hell. Very, very racist.
Well, you could have just said
like,
that.
I haven't paid my student loan back in like 4 years, and they're like, "Ooh, it's gonna drop your credit." Well, that seems pretty racist to me.
Why didn't you just say that?
Well,
It's almost like you make this personal and it's not really a societal
I
thing.
feel like it
Because
is
your
a
story
society.
as a
Got
whole.
some
in it.
bills due.
What?
Travis.
I stopped paying bills 3 years ago, man. I ain't worried about that.
Word.
They gonna get their money when they get their money, man. What they gonna go out of business? They don't get my money? They'll be all right. I don't need my cash. Sorry, Sally Mae. In your face.
Okay. Rats the size of humans. You're going to be in New York. They're going to be all over the place. I have a feeling they would rough up a white guy or a black guy.
I mean, the crazy thing about rats in New York, they become police officers. That racist
Oh,
as hell.
no.
Boom.
Man.
Look at
He's
that.
on.
That is racist as hell.
Look at
Dude,
that.
you're ready for the stage.
That's been Make It Racist. Thanks for opening up our eyes, Travis. I feel a little more woke.
This is what I'm here to do, man. You guys are now woke. Tommy, do you feel woke? Wow.
He's literally asleep, if that's what you're asking. That's kind of what he does here. If I may, could I tell you about Getaway Golf Carts? Travis, hashtag customized without limits is how they let people know that you can do whatever you please. That's right. Locally owned Getaway Golf Carts makes them so unique because they'll give you one-on-one service when you receive your new cart. That's right. Purchase it. Take your cart there for anything that you have already. The owners, Joe and Fred, pride themselves on representing their tagline of customized without limits, letting you pick out everything about your cart. When purchasing through Getaway Carts, you can pick your cart, color, seats, lift, wheels, tires, lights, everything. That's right. That's getawaycarts.com or email them at info@getawaycarts.com. Travis, you look ready.
No, Lucas, I'm curious. I'm going to ask you a question because we talk about it a lot on this show, and we actually discussed it in our little group chat yesterday, and we talk a little bit about outrage culture, and if anything that's more targeted now these days, comedians, because it's almost as if you can't get on stage without saying something, without offending someone or someone writing a blog about it or tweeting about it. How have you been able to, well, first of all, give me your thoughts on the current state of outrage culture, and does that by any shape affect you the way you go about in writing, and do you even care when you get on stage? Your objective is to
just do comedy, right? Just do what you think is funny.
Right.
Sure. That's a good answer.
If you make people mad, then obviously I didn't think it was funny.
Has anybody ever come up to you after a show and be like, "Hey, man, Opie"? That was
wow. Speaking of racist,
I just
wow, that was interesting.
I didn't appreciate your joke about my fat ass wife.
Yeah, no, for sure. I got I had a 80-year-old man walk out of my show because I did a joke about Vietnam vets not having legs, and
that's hilarious.
He told me in all seriousness to go suck an egg.
Oh.
Like it was an insult.
Yeah.
But no, who gives a, just do your thing. I know people, Tommy, who get mad about people talking shit.
Man!
This is literally a conversation
this
I
is
just had with Tommy. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's true.
Just do your thing, man.
Travis, you saw something that made you kind of.
I did.
You've given up. You were an SJW. Now you've converted.
No, I think, but this is with anything. But I did have to basically give credit where credit was due in regards to Chris's argument in regards to the sensitivities of outrage culture. Is I saw a thread on Twitter because, of course, when it's a thread, it's absolutely important.
Of course, yeah. You
but
read
I saw
it.
a thread at how in Avengers Endgame there was a heavy amount of fat shaming. And I immediately wanted to throw my cell phone out of the car. So that to me, I thought was, okay, I think you guys are absolutely losing your shit at this point. I think there are times where maybe a comedian goes on stage and he's not really telling a joke. He's just basically getting some racist or homophobic or xenophobic shit off his chest and then disguising it as comedy. But at the same time, I think a comedian reserves the right to be able to say what they want to.
Try whatever you want.
Absolutely. If it, as you just mentioned, if people don't laugh, then they don't laugh. If they do, they do. So I guess it's just at this point, I would imagine doing your job or trying to continue to move throughout the industry, how often you're going to probably encounter those types of people who will be happy to go on Twitter and write a thread about how a joke you wrote was fat shaming.
I don't pay attention.
Smart move.
I have had people come up to me in person and tell me stuff.
Really?
Yeah, that they didn't appreciate the jokes I made or whatever, but I just tell them, sorry you didn't enjoy it.
Right.
That's all I can say.
That's a good way to go about it.
If I'm doing the joke at a show or something, it's probably a joke that's worked before, so I know it's funny. They just didn't think so.
That's fair.
Do your thing.
That makes sense. Lucas,
I saw
again.
Nathan Orton
please.
make a woman cry.
Oh, boy.
Nathan Orton making someone cry? I never saw that coming.
4 days ago.
Break this down for me,
At
please.
a show. So this was a very weird show with a rock band. Nathan and I were on it. I go up and I fucking bombed. I'm gonna kill this weekend.
So I
Sunday.
connected him with this. So you got in on this show too.
Yeah. So I bombed. And
Where was it at?
Barnhart, Missouri.
Oh wait, no, I didn't put that. Okay, so that was something different. Sorry.
Yeah. So I bombed, and then Nathan goes up after me, and he's struggling, and then the last joke he does is about heroin and how someone died on heroin, and then he just doubled down and was like, you know when you do heroin and then you accidentally do too much and then you die, and then you're like, oh, didn't expect that. To die doing heroin, and he just did that for like 2 minutes
And it hit
until the
home,
woman in the front was
unfortunately.
crying.
Oh, no.
And the funny thing is, right before the show, they were like, "Oh, we came here to see you, Nathan. We're big fans of your brother." And
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh no!
and then he made them cry.
He should just. He would have made her night better if he just RKO'd her. Like, oh, well, you know, that heroin drug was heavy, but
Yeah. He
Nate, his brother, you know, he does that wrestling thing.
He did the move. Well, fantastic. All right, Lucas. So we can see you this weekend. Opening for Eddie Ift. Anything else we need to know coming up soon?
Netflix special.
I will be at Helium in June.
Nice. Do you know what that is, or a special
June
show?
21st to the 23rd for Sam Comro. I don't think I'm saying that right.
Is he?
That's a terrible plug.
Is he ethnic?
No,
Oh, it
he
doesn't
has
matter if we're
Tourette's.
saying it right. Oh man, you
Goes on America's Got Talent. Tommy
Drew?
knows him. He looks like him.
Are you talking about Drew?
No, that's not Tourette's.
Something going on.
Damn, man. Just gave someone Tourette's that didn't have it?
Well, we could all use a little more. Speak up.
So yeah.
That's fantastic. Lucas Henderletter, also on a podcast. Your friend, our friend Molly.
Casually Molly.
Yeah.
I just recorded yesterday. It'll be out in 2 weeks.
We'll
I
be
got
sure to
really
keep
drunk
that.
during that podcast.
What?
The end's kind of a shit show, so check it out.
Absolutely. Again, go to the Funny Bone this weekend. Lucas, thanks for coming by, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure. You can catch Lucas again, Funny Bone this weekend, and you can catch him on one of our Southtown shows coming up as well. I'll tell you about Mental Health Matters and St. Louis Counseling Services right now. We'll let Lucas get out of here, hang out with Tommy, whatever he wants to do.
Okay, I thought I was hanging out longer.
Oh, you want to stick around?
Damn, Chris.
No,
damn.
we got another half
Kicking
hour.
people out
Stick
of here.
around.
Oh,
No, you're staying now. You know, he's staying.
Can
St.
I bum
Louis
a
Counseling
cigarette
Services.
off your producer?
Yeah, you can. You can do that. Go ahead and grab
Sit
one.
down for the show. Do what you want, buddy. St. Louis Counseling Services, improving lives since 1955. And you can check out the podcast, Mental Health Matters, out each week. It was Give STL Day yesterday. You got to make sure to support them when they are in need. Travis, what do we have left? I know I need to represent the city of St. Louis at a certain point. Gardner, you feeling like some devil's advocate? We could have Lucas chime in on that as well.
We could do that if you guys.
Is the rest of the podcast meant to be serious? Because I'll get out of here.
No, this is good.
Perfect.
This is good. Gardner, this is an interesting one because this battle has been storming for years in the St. Louis region. Travis, I know it's near and dear to your heart as you support stopping the Metrolink from going past 270.
Man, I wonder now where we go now that Steve Stinger's going to jail. What happens to?
You don't know that.
Yeah, I forgot he is a white politician. But the fact is, I'm curious as to what's going to happen to Metrolink going to North County. There was always a discussion.
Oh, I thought it was about Metrolink going to Chesterfield.
Well, that too.
No.
But that's
No.
never going. If there's one thing we know that's not going to happen, it's never
Come
going
on,
to.
I'm feeling a Metrolink stop at Top Golf.
They would. Oh my God.
I think
You
that
wanna-
would make my life.
That may be
you
the
know
first.
how easy that would make your life. The jokes you could write.
Well, I'm just thinking about because everyone just thinks a certain group of people in St. Louis would riot, only riot. But I think this will be the first time we see
Golfers?
Yeah, we would see very rich golfers riot if they
Right.
put a Metrolink station towards Chesterfield. There's no doubt in my mind.
So in Devil's Advocate, you guys each get a subject, and you have to basically act as the PR for that person or subject, and basically run interference with the fake news. Right?
Gotcha.
Right? Is that what we're doing
Yes,
here?
we are.
So you get asked questions. Anyone can ask a question of Chris or Travis. They'll ask each other questions about their particular subject. So today, we've normally done people. We've done some political figures, some local figures, people in the news, a lot of pop culture.
All right.
No R. Kelly this week, or anything that is
I've kind of been, yeah.
no one that is as problematic as we've had in the past, but it's more entities this week. Chris will be defending St. Louis City.
Okay. Big fan of the city. Lived here for a while.
Travis will be defending St. Louis County.
Oh God.
Now, which county is it? Do you go North County or do you?
He,
do you
no,
lean
that's how
heavy?
he's got to have all. He's got to protect all
All
of them.
encompassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say I'm not from here, so I don't know shit about any of this. I still GPS to work.
How long have you worked there?
Almost a year.
Travis, I feel like that's something you could relate to.
Oh man, well, you would have to if you're not from
You
here.
ever date somebody and you've been to their aunt's house 740 times and you'll still be like, how do you get there? That becomes this thing.
Dude, GPS home every day too.
Every.
I don't know where to go around here.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so
64s, 44, they're the same fucking thing?
They're the same thing.
What is that?
Yeah.
40
and 64 are the same thing.
Whatever.
Yeah.
See?
I've been driving on 44 this whole time.
that would explain your attendance record. Oh boy, Gardner. Oh man, we've got a winning combination here. City versus county. I'll take city. Travis has got county.
It's time for Devil's Advocate.
Do you have a video open?
Is that a thing?
No,
Do we
we
have
don't
an
have
open
a
for that?
video open.
No.
We just
That was a
kinda
good
play
point.
out.
He's laughing his sick f***ing ass off.
Just a quick
It's Al
soundbite from the
Pacino
movie.
That's right.
and Scarface.
Travis.
Oh, is it me? What do you
Oh,
want?
okay.
All right, so,
So who
starts
wants to go first?
Trav, why don't you start us off?
Yeah,
You're
here we
representing the county. You live in St. Louis County.
Yes.
I feel like you can make a lot of decent points for why you keep municipalities fractured and keep things
Look at
moving
that
in a
top
weird
off. Look at
direction.
that sunset. Look at that beautiful. Just
Lucas, you have a
dynamic.
question?
Yeah, how about for my sake, where's St. Louis County?
It starts on the west side of Del Mar.
Oh, okay. Where's Del Mar?
Del Mar is like in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the middle,
In the middle
Right.
of the county.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not in the
No,
middle of
no,
like
because-
between
Careful.
the city and the
Middle of
county.
the city. Okay.
I mean, the west
Are,
side of
are
Del
we
Mar.
in St. Louis County right now?
We
He
are
means
St.
the
Louis
north
City.
side of Del Mar.
But St. Louis City isn't in St. Louis County.
No.
Yeah, it's actually quite confusing
Really?
when you start breaking it
Okay,
down.
well, I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
Skinker McCausland.
Is
west
that
of
the
there.
divide?
Yes.
You know where
That's
the giant
divide is?
Amoco sign is?
So the
that
divide,
sounds-
that
yeah, okay.
basically is the
Yeah.
flag in the ground that lets you know whether or not you're still in the city or a county.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Well, I mean, because Del Mar is in the city, part of it.
I thought parts of Del Mar head towards the county as well, right?
Yeah, parts.
Okay. All right then.
We're learning a lot today.
All
Travis, you're defending St. Louis
You just
County.
went with the cliche Del Mar divide.
I
think
did.
That's why
I did. Thank you, Antonio French. All right. Any other questions?
I feel like
Oh, wow.
I feel like
That it?
everybody watching is mad at me because they all knew that. But
Like, you're an idiot.
No.
No
I
one
just, I
cares.
just threw a wrench in the whole thing.
No,
Continue, please.
no, you're fine.
No, because we learned Travis doesn't know technically either with the
It's very fair. So, Travis, you're defending the county. What do you got for us?
I think the county creates the most revenue.
Oh, boy.
So I think we should have a say in a lot of things because this is where everyone lives. This is where we generate the most money for the entire area.
What about all those little towns that exist to just give people speeding tickets?
Well, I'm curious, what is going to happen to those places if we were to, say, merge with the city? Do we want to take on the city's violence? Do we want to take on the city's debt? Do we want to take on the city's corruption? What else do we have to do in order to make the city better? We go to your stupid zoos. We go to your stupid ball games.
Wow.
We go to your stupid soccer events. We go to your dumbass concerts. And then we have to scurry out of there before we get shot in the neck or kidnapped. So, yeah, I think the city owes us an apology, and they should start paying us taxes.
I just want to say I love St. Louis and everything it has to offer.
I feel like, are you sincere in that thought?
No, dude.
Travis, these are interesting points. I would like to bring up the fact that you keep coming back. You're almost asking for it. So you
I
come
come
by.
back. I come back to support my community. But
Sounds
that
like
does-
you want them to be eliminated, and there's a
No,
lot of
not
people of
eliminated.
color that live in the city of St. Louis, and you've been an advocate for people of color, and I don't appreciate
No, I
that
think
you're
the-
trying to forget where you came
I
from.
think the people of color in St. Louis City have suffered long enough from the gentrification that specifically
so
starts
you want to
in Tower
infuse a
Grove.
bunch of West County folks into their lives.
No, I'm just saying that I think it shouldn't be St. Louis City. It should be just all St. Louis County. The county should overcome the city, and it should just be called St. Louis County. We do
Top
everything.
golf on every corner.
What do? We provide everything for the city.
Is that
if,
so?
if you took away the county from the city, you guys would be East St. Louis.
West, East St. Louis?
You just be all of East St. Louis.
Okay, so that's
so
how
you're
that
welcome.
works.
Thank you to the hardworking people out in Ladue, hardworking people out in Chesterfield and Hazelwood and
Town and
Florissant,
Country?
Town and Country, and even my good people out in Festus.
Ballin'?
We bust their look. We do what we can to support the jankety ass city and your dumb ass potholes and your crooked ass mayor. And now here we are. So our county executive maybe got caught with his hand in the
Yeah, what
coat.
about him?
That was a little weird.
That was because he didn't know any better.
And what you need to do is be accurate in your points as well, because you just name dropped the city.
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
Festus.
Do you live in the city?
I do.
Do you guys have libraries there?
We do, yes. The
Do your
Schlafly
research.
branch lives right by me. Actually, I am, because I wanted to just show you, if I had to, you mentioned the city of Festus, which is in Jefferson County, Missouri.
Oh, well, we want to.
So you probably want to know
We wanna buy that
what
out, too.
effing cities or municipalities are in your county if you're
Doesn't
going
matter.
to defend.
We'll take that too. We'll
Okay,
take
you're
them too.
taking it?
We'll take in
All
Festus
right,
too.
you
That's
got
all right.
it.
That's what we do.
So you don't even know what's in
I don't
your
need to
county.
know. I'm the St. Louis County. I'm the biggest in the entire state.
But you just had your county executive
Yeah.
forced to resign in
Yes.
disgrace
Yes.
after being accused of many, many, many improprieties.
Right.
How do you defend that? The crookedness.
He'll
of
want a
the
synagogue
political
on every
system
city block.
in the county is on full display right now. Lada Cruzan's still mayor of St. Louis.
How's
of the
that working?
city.
How's that working for your
I don't
city?
know. She got a job.
She got a job. Look, Steve Stinger. First of all, due process. Do we not have that in this country
This is
anymore?
great.
Huh?
I like
you sit
this
up
new
here.
Travis.
You guys sit up here and you talk about, oh, what about Brett Kavanaugh? Can he have a chance? What about Donald Trump?
no
But
one's
you're
done
not
that on
willing
the
to
show.
give an upstanding white male an opportunity at life,
Clip
at a
this off.
chance of a future. What kind of people are you?
I liked beer. I still like beer.
Oh, thanks, Brett.
I'm so
Fact of the
glad.
matter is, you guys you wouldn't be where you are right now if it wasn't for us. If it wasn't for the county.
Listen, you're going to come in and you're going to want to put a Starbucks on Laclede's Landing.
Wouldn't have a problem
You're
with
going to
that.
try and you're going to put you're going to change them back to Panera from Breadco.
Yep.
And all that because that's what you're comfortable with.
That's what the others
There's gonna
like.
You're going to try and outfit the police force with Lululemon, and it's not going to work. I don't agree with this. Your cultural insignificance is not something that I want to be part
Where
of.
does
St. Louis
where
City.
does your lovely girlfriend work?
She works at Whole Foods.
And where is it located?
The headquarters?
No, where does she work?
It'll be called uninclusive.
Where's her
Switch if you
job?
get
Is it
all
in
of
Town and Country you mentioned, right?
It is.
Hey, where does your girlfriend work?
Oh, that's not a
Oh,
thing.
interesting. Ah, very interesting.
Yeah.
Because I see you guys are okay with working out in the county, but you want to run back to your little stupid ass city when you're done with it, huh? That's cute. That's very nice. All the jobs are where we are. But you guys, I want to run back to I want to play hack-a-sack in my little Tower Grove little park.
Where do I work?
I don't know, man. I ain't know,
We're
man.
in the city. So I work in the city.
Lucas, where do you work?
Where do you
Do
work?
you know?
I
I'm
work-
asking you. Do you know?
I work a block away from this studio
in the city.
in the city.
That's right. So
Do
Lucas
you want
is
more
Team
of
City
these
too.
in your city? Think about it. You want more? Look at this.
I'm the funniest
Exactly.
person in St. Louis.
I think I do.
I rest my case.
I think I do.
Funniest man in St. Louis.
I won that out in Maryland Heights, where
Boom!
That doesn't count.
Where
Boom!
That doesn't count.
Son of a bitch.
Did that just tank the whole argument?
Yeah!
Son of a gun.
what does that mean? That I'm the funniest person in St. Louis County?
Yes. yes.
And according to Travis, that's what's important.
That's what's important.
I'll take
Yeah.
that.
You're welcome. Boom. I think St. Louis County has rested its case.
I'm so glad I stuck around for that.
Seemingly
Was
going
that
well
real?
for
Was
Travis.
That was perfect. Thank
Was
you.
that animosity real?
That-
Towards
Oh.
the actual thing?
Oh, man. No comment.
Okay. You seem like you got kind of intense, but
It
okay.
got really serious
Well,
and
that's
personal.
him.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie.
That's who he is.
All right, Chris, Timmy, you ready for your chance?
Listen.
You got to
again-
defend the city. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, it is. I
It's-
mean, if you're going to be part of this snowflake storm that's coming through as part of the county, you see a city flag right there. You see that? That's called
beautiful.
branding, my friend.
That is a nice flag. I can't lie.
You can't pick that up. You've got hundreds of years of branding. This city used to be bigger than Chicago. The county, they're nothing. Nothing without the city. That's right. When's the last time you went to the Science Center? You ain't doing your research.
I ain't been to the Science Center.
That's for sure.
I've been on a field trip in like 15 years.
Never been there.
Okay, see, you're not even.
When was the last time you were at the
able
Science Center,
to
Chris?
enjoy that. I drive under it daily.
Oh.
yeah, that's right.
That's another damn lie because
Yeah.
you ain't driving that far out of the city.
Listen, the reality is, I've been clocked by the people in the
Oh,
tunnel upstairs.
yes, have you now?
So through infrared technology, I go there on like a twice-a-week basis.
But you haven't physically
That's
been
called
inside the
utilizing
building.
what's there. Listen,
Dude,
I'm
how's
there in
the Air
spirit.
quality today.
Air quality, I'll tell you in
really?
7 minutes when I drive by there. That's right. It feels like a light green level
Is
in
that
the city where it's
place? I
clean.
don't. That's
Yes,
that place.
that
right?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go in and you learn about science.
Fuck, man.
Then you. So the amenities provided
Really?
to those who don't have everything given to them, like a funniest in St. Louis County award, Listen, sometimes
my
you got to
desk at
come into
work.
the city and earn it. Okay,
Well,
it is on your desk.
There are a lot of great attractions. I think you were mentioning in St. Louis. You mentioned the St. Louis
you don't have
Science
to
Center.
question. I can tell you more.
The City Museum's one, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely. How many times have you gone?
740 in the last
Okay,
3 years.
interesting. So
That's
you
right.
have-
I put it in all my Tinder dates. You know, my perfect date is stop by the Arch and
That's a
then
good one.
probably the City Museum because I'm different.
That's a good one. That's
I
pretty
can't
true.
imagine being on Tinder at 34.
No, it is.
No,
It is
thank you.
devastatingly
I'm
depressing.
good. So other things that could happen. Have you taken a horse carriage ride down in the city?
Oh, the horses
That's right.
that often pass out and die in the middle of Broadway
Nope, that
during the
happened-
summer.
That happened one time whenever a fat person from the county got into the trailer. They're pulled the carriage behind them. That's right. You overfed county folks coming down hurting.
We are
That's
fat
right.
sons of bitches. I
That's
will
why they
give
have
you
to
that.
rent the Clydesdales from another St. Louis city establishment. Anheuser-Busch. Ever heard of it?
I have.
That's right.
I've had one of those.
Well,
I tend
Yeah.
to stick to Limeritas.
that's also an Anheuser-Busch product, which is made
Is
right
it?
here in St. Louis City.
Well, it
yeah.
seems like also a lot of this drinking generally leads to more crime, and a lot of crime takes place inside of the city.
Oh,
you
that's
care to
funny.
explain how you guys have addressed some of those issues
That's
over
funny.
the years?
In the county, you have a town called Blackjack.
Yes.
You know what's happening there?
Gambling?
Dude, I definitely did some crimes last night in the city.
Oh, wow.
And I
See?
was
Okay.
pretty drunk.
See?
Wow.
See?
That's-
See?
that's
And
upsetting.
this is the kind of criminal that the city has now. Look at that face.
I'm never
Listen.
gonna get caught.
Do you know how many people? Oh, wow.
See? Even the criminals know that when they do a crime in the city, no one's going to ever catch them. How do you explain that? Can you even spell Lyda Cruzen's whole name correctly?
That's
Pass.
supposed to be.
Who is the police chief in the city?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, that's Wiggum or
What? Did he
there's
just
one
name
of
the
Travis,
spring?
can you name the city police chief?
Yes, I can.
Who?
Chief.
Chief who? Last
Bro,
name.
Chief
Bro.
brother.
That's all you need to
Out
call
of
him.
respect, I call him chief.
Who's the chief in the county?
It is also county chief.
Who's your state rep?
State rep happens to be a politician.
Uh-huh.
What happened in the last 3 Marvel movies? He could tell you the whole script, top to bottom.
So Iron Man.
Listen,
And let's not bring up Lyda Cruzen. That is a blight on the city itself.
Yeah.
For her.
What, smoking ban?
Yes.
You know, if you come out to the county, you can smoke whenever you want, baby.
That's not
you want to
true.
get your smoke
That's not
on, you can
true.
smoke in the county.
MLS
Let's get it on, baby.
MLS is not setting up shop in Fenton, pal. They're coming to the city, and you're a huge soccer
That's a
fan,
good
Travis.
one. That's a good, oh, damn it, that's a good one. I'm
City's
a
got
huge
Forest
soccer
Park.
fan.
That's right.
But who pays for Forest Park? The county.
No.
Our revenue.
No.
Our revenue pays for Forest Park. You're
No.
welcome.
Sales
That's
tax
not how
on
it works.
Sales tax on.
How do you know? I read a book
blowout
once.
bars does
Forest
not help
Park
with that.
forever.
I have a question.
Please.
Okay.
What county are we in right now?
We are
We're
in
not
no
in
county.
one.
We're
It's
in
very
city.
confusing when you
Any
realize
county.
it.
You're not
None.
in any county.
So
I did
what
the
can I
same-
get away with here?
Oh boy.
What have you got away with so far?
Right.
Just keep on
You're
doing
right.
what you're doing.
Yeah,
Because it
basically.
seems to be working out.
I was gonna say you can. I'll speak for from experience. You could get to 35 doing probably what you're doing already.
Yeah.
Without any consequences.
You know, the
What's
Compton
the
Bridge
challenge
got
accepted?
Yeah.
the Compton Bridge got so bad they have officially shut it down.
Where's
They're
that?
replacing
The
it.
Compton Bridge. Well, yeah, it's about damn time because all your stupid ass potholes in your city. Y'all can't even kick up y'all trash. Y'all
Potholes?
can't even pick up y'all own trash, man. That's
Potholes?
how pathetic the city is. Y'all
Potholes
need
are
people. You have to
character-driven.
find private people, private companies to pick up your trash. You guys are so sad and pathetic. If you took the Cardinals out of St. Louis, you guys are Tampa. You're Tampa.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Did what Hulk Hogan lives here and there's a bunch of strip clubs? Like what is
Yes.
your Tampa
Hulk
comparison?
Hogan would be.
We have a bay?
Can you imagine if you saw the Hulkster driving up the Mississippi River in a giant speedboat?
What up, brother?
Wasn't he in a movie like that?
Yeah, probably so. I was Thunder in Paradise. That's
Yes.
who I was directly pulling
Yeah,
from.
okay.
Yeah. Also, in the county, your gambling riverboats, they're garbage. Have you ever had a McDonald's riverboat in the county? In the city, used to. Okay?
You did.
Don't forget that.
Used to.
Oh, watch
Where
your-
else would you
be
get your
careful.
catfish the size of refrigerators that are probably radioactive? That's a city product.
Okay.
Yeah.
It got me
Where
there.
can you buy catfish from a resident in North City?
Yeah.
They don't have that in the county.
No, they don't.
No, they don't have that.
The
happening,
rules and
so
regulations and the FDA
right,
and
well,
things like that. But
I'm ready to
Get
render
back
my
to nature.
decision.
all right, here we
Okay,
go.
And thank you to Lucas Hinderleiter for the help. in
By the way,
this.
I'm always
Okay.
here to educate. We were gonna make me a regular, right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, do you feel like you should be regular status after
I
today?
feel like I'm the best guest you've ever had.
Okay, all right. Should have Brian Posehn on tomorrow. So
Okay.
we'll see what's happening with
Good
that.
luck.
Do you think you'll be? Let's see. We got Piff the Magic Dragon tomorrow. Also, how do you feel about him?
Do you really?
That was genuine excitement. That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, look
I'll
at
be
this.
here.
We've inherited an internship duo, except for this one has a full-time job a block away too.
Yeah, I can work from my job.
Okay,
Yeah, we
cool.
can
We'll video
video
you
in.
in on
Yeah,
a daily
video in.
basis. All right, Gardner, what's your argument? See, I just don't feel like Travis brought enough. I think the character of St. Louis City will shine through,
Okay. I'd say
and your false suburban existence will be no more.
Okay, we'll see how this works. What do you got?
Chris wins. It's a city.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah, that's right. That's a fair judgment. That's a fair
Whoa,
judgment.
this is not objective at all.
Hang on, wait.
No, you were up
Lucas,
against
do you
it,
agree?
Travis.
Do you
Oh,
agree?
what?
Dude, I didn't even pay attention.
Damn it.
Man,
Tommy, can I get a holler? Who won?
Oh, yeah!
He was
The good thing is his opinion doesn't count.
He was the
Oh.
most passionate about his
I was.
subject.
I was.
See, that's where
So,
he gets you.
yeah.
He's peacocking. It's not real.
It's all about
Yeah.
passion.
That's coming from a disgusting place.
Is he usually like that? I
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Ask him
don't. He's
about.
usually that intense about things.
Hey.
You don't get to Sesame Street on this talent, pal. You got to have something behind you. Travis, let's assess this real quick. Just say a word like Spider-Man Homecoming, and then he'll do 30 minutes on the importance of it and how it means everything to him.
Tom Holland has displayed that he can be a strong Spider-Man that can carry this franchise for the next 2 decades.
Do you feel duped now?
Fucking, I never watch. I just Tobey Maguire die, dude. That's I never watched.
Lucas is really up to date on pop culture. I love that about him.
I don't watch movies and shit. What are you talking about? I do comedy, man.
Oh man.
And I ride motorcycles. Hey,
Oh, go ahead. Where are you going with that?
you can catch me a block away at Moto Europa. I don't know if I should have plugged them.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know with this one because if they tie your other discussion in and everything, I don't
Come
know.
see me at Moto Europa.
Yeah, I wore a motorcycle
It's
T-shirt
literally
just
a
for you
block
today.
away. Don't tell my boss you saw me here,
Nice.
and I'll give you a discount on a motorcycle.
Nice.
Most awkward sale you've ever had selling motorcycles?
Sold a scooter to a man with no legs.
How does that work?
He wanted a scooter, man, and
You're not going to deny him
he
that.
didn't have legs.
You gave him a
but
running start at
He
least.
deserved a scooter.
Signed the papers and was like, go and be with
No,
God.
he had prosthetics.
Oh, oops.
That's
I
not
completely
funny.
misread
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
Great.
No, I mean,
Travis did the
with-
full. He said you gave him a push.
with
Gravity
that,
took care of the rest.
I mean, he probably wants to take care of the rest of his body, right? So he wants to practice safety.
It was a 2-wheel scooter, by the way, not a rascal.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So make sure he gets a nice helmet. And if he wants a
Very
carte
good.
blanche helmet like I have now, I can hook him up. There you go.
I like that. That's great. Travis, what else do we have going on today? We've had so much fun with Lucas. Big shout out to Lift for Life Gym. We're going to give away 2 tickets to STL Microfest for Fair or Foul. Fair or Foul, people send in some emails on a topic. We judge it. We go from there in the show. Is that all right with you, sir?
I don't know what you just said. So
Okay,
yeah.
good. Very here in the moment. Let's do some Fair or Foul.
First of all, who's fair or foul?
I'd hit it.
At this defining moment, change has come to America.
People often ask me, what's fair or foul? Is it a segment? Is it a movement?
The Black
Is it
Sheep
hope?
says you
I can't
sold
say
a
for
scooter
certain. Time will be
to
a
a
true
scooter.
test of its power. But I can say, fair or
Listeners coming
foul is
strong.
now and forever for the people. Gather around the radio with your loved ones and hold on to your butts. It's now time for fair
We give it back to you, the people.
or foul.
That's the type of laughter you can have if you go check out Lucas this weekend.
No. Oh, no.
Eddie F.
Gardner, what was today's fair or foul?
Well, Travis, today's Fair or Foul was based on Mattress Firm's internship program.
Snooze turn.
They have a snooze turn where you get to nap apparently as part of your job. So the Fair or Foul is sleeping on the job as part of an internship.
Yeah.
That's the topic.
Okay.
Again, I walked in on our intern on his first week out cold on the couch in the studio.
I'm curious. Do we
He's
have
here to set a tone.
Do we know the person who hired him? Are we familiar with the hiring person who brought Tommy in?
Wouldn't call it hiring. He was more forced upon me.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, can you blame Tommy? Show's fucking boring, dude. I'd be sleeping too.
We're a guest-driven show, so I agree. I agree.
Be on every week just to keep him awake.
Well, he needed a nap after trying to get out of the chair like you did.
Yeah, that's true.
No, thank
He
you
had a
so
lot of
much for
trouble.
having me. It was a pleasure.
First and last time is always a really fun time. Look forward to seeing you when you make it to feature level when you're 30. Fair. We asked you about snoozing during an internship. Fair. This is from the Black Sheep. There are many politicians who prefer their interns sleep on the job. You like that, Travis?
Man, that's not bad.
That's from the Black Sheep. Another one. A snooze turn makes sense for Mattress Firm. The video message from the previous snooze turn is a little cheesy. What do you expect when the title of the internship is snooze turn? Cannot think of one good reason a college student wouldn't want to sleep during their internship. Honestly, most internships are so boring, they almost put the interns to sleep anyway. Social media and influencers are such a large part of marketing and advertising nowadays. Think if the snooze turn took the content creation part seriously, they could be highly marketable in their future job search. This is a serious fair or foul.
Yeah.
They would also stand out because it would be an interesting topic. Not many people can say they're paid to sleep. I'm more curious about whether or not the internship could count for college credit, what the conversation would look like. It's from Kira. I'm going to give it to her just for having a serious submission.
My only problem is, if you allow napping at the job, then sexual harassment's going to go through the roof. Because, I get morning wood. I don't know about you. And just seeing it's sexual harassment.
Right. It is.
Like, even if you don't want to show it to them, they see it. I don't know how things work.
You're in trouble. That's what happens. You're in trouble.
All right, guys.
I'm going to give it to Kira for the serious submission.
Okay.
What about you, Gardner?
Kira.
2 tickets to St. Louis Mitro Fest this weekend. Big shout
that's
out.
the thing?
Yeah, they get
Best-
2 persons.
Best comment? You have more?
Yeah, we'll just give it to her. It's almost 10. I know you've got a busy day today.
I gotta go sell some motorcycles.
Again, see Lucas at the Funny Bone this weekend. Had a blast with you, Lucas, and please don't show up tomorrow. It's going to get really weird, okay?
We'll see.
Thanks to Lucas. Oh, you could just wait for the show to end, too. Thanks to Travis, thanks to Gardner, and thanks to Tommy, and all of you for listening. Thanks so much, everybody. Go see Lucas again at Funny Bone all weekend long. See you guys.
Peace.